name is charismadezonie. I am a mother, a sister, a daughter, and a friend. My business is that of a speaker, a business coach, and a social entrepreneur. I enjoy all that I am and all that I do. Through my business, I am helping others find their path to success and understand entrepreneurship. But I was not always an inspiring high spirit. I too had experienced life to find out who I really am. There was a phase in my life when everything changed. It felt as if the floor had dropped from underneath my feet. It took time for me to figure it out and regain control of my life. This did not happen overnight, and it was not easy. See, once upon a time, I thought I had it all figured out. I went to school, I earned a master's degree in public administration, and landed that job. I was on top of the world. At least I thought it was the top from where I sat. In a blink, it all changed and I got laid off. I found myself struggling just to get an interview, and as I was struggling to get an interview, sight of employment seemed out of sight. But I kept pushing and kept getting pushed back. My lemons were piling up. So what did I do with 2 years of lemons? You build yourself a lemonade stand and you start selling. So what I forgot to think about all that time I was using to hustle to find a job was the best thing I had was me. What I needed to do was do some housekeeping. I needed to change, rearrange, spring clean, prune all the thorns, get rid of the weeds, the dandelions, so to speak. In my opinion, I feel like life is like lawn care. We all have negative people in our environment, in our lives, or in our lawn. There's the newspaper, the news shows, TV, videos, negative programming. It's time to cultivate happiness and rid myself of the toxins choking the green grass of my life, out of my goals, and positive actions. All the people who leave heavy clouds of doubt, depression, sorrow long after they are no longer in our space, to this end change was needed. I let the weeds go from my life. I did not entertain them anymore. I began to grow myself. When you grow, you drown out the weeds. They cannot sustain in the sunlight if there's no sunlight to sustain them. So you grow beyond them. I started practicing more positive thoughts, following my passion and pursuing my goals. Understand that if you want more, you want better, then you have to put yourself in position to have those positive experiences and positive relationships. For years, I have attached myself to the title of my job, but I was more than that. I was bigger than that fixed figure. So I had to make it all change. I began to work on me. I began to network with people who had what I wanted. I went to people's spaces that were different and unfamiliar. I talked and engaged with people who were successful, but not in the traditional way of 9 to 5. See, people make money outside of the regular 9 to 5, but because I went to school and did everything right, nobody told me about that. Because I thought I was following normal. But normal is sort of crazy. Okay, you got to get outside of the normal to be successful. I began to network and have real life conversations with people beyond my scope. As a child, I was a daydreamer. As an adult, I left those dreams behind. Somewhere I began to lead what somebody else's point of view of me should be. But when I stepped out on faith, opened myself to see, to have a vision, and believe in myself in the knowing that my life on this earth is not obscure, but not to be in the shadows, that I had a purpose and that my presence is needed. So I'm here to tell you your life and purpose is beyond the scope of what you may see now. Don't allow other people, issues, or material items to validate your life's work. Understand that it takes guts to do what is necessary to build yourself from the ground up. You are going to have to go down deep within yourself and dig deep, and you will find your purpose and your passion. And I encourage you to keep moving forward over and over and over again until the desired impact you are looking for appears. Because I'm here to tell you that it is possible. Do something enough over and over and over again, and a ratio will begin to appear. But don't stop. Keep going, because that's not even the tip of the iceberg. Hard times are going to come, but you have to be unyielding. Have the faith of the size of a mustard seed. See, a mustard seed represents the incalculable power of God when unleashed in our lives of those with true faith. Let God move the mountains in your life. Don't judge your circumstances based around what you have or what may be, because it's fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Your present is only your start, not your finish. History will not interfere with your destiny. Look higher, have vision. Borrow from today for the future you want to have tomorrow and own it. If you're going through hard times, it has not come to stay, it has only come to pass. Les Brown recently shared something with me, and I encourage you to repeat this with me. No matter how hard it gets,
no matter how hard it gets,
or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I'm going to make it.
Make that your mantra, the conversations and things that you tell yourself, you believe first. I have quotes written all around my mirrors in my home, and when I look at my reflection, I read aloud to myself each and every day at night to remind myself about my personal goals and to encourage myself. I encourage you to do the same. Put up affirmations, quotes all around you. Create your own positive space. You must have positivity, patience, and consistent activity. Things will not happen when you want it to. It will not happen overnight. This is not a race in your life, nor is it a sprint. This is a lifelong marathon. Pace yourself, don't give up, don't slow down. Put up, and show out. Let me share a little something with you about the bamboo tree. In the Far East, there is a Chinese bamboo tree. This remarkable tree is different from most trees that it grows in the most unusual fashion. While most trees steadily grow over a period of years, this Chinese bamboo tree doesn't break ground until its 4th year. It's a hard nut, and you have to cultivate it and water it every day with love, time, and attention, okay? But in the 5th year, this amazing thing happens. The bamboo tree begins to grow, and it grows about 90 feet in the 5th year. Realize though, anytime in the primary stages of the first 5 years, the bamboo tree can die. Never comes to sprout because you haven't matured it, you haven't watered it, you haven't given it time to cultivate it. Okay? So what I tell you when I use this analogy between the bamboo tree, use it with your life. It's the correlation about how you must have patience. In order for you to build and grow yourself takes time and patience. Time to mature, time to grow, time to build a reputation, time to build a brand, time and patience to get the desired results you want in your life. Today we live in a world where people want everything instantly. Gratification, there is a pill for this, a medical procedure for that. No one wants to endure the inadequacy and the time and training to get the right environment, to practice the right skills. But when you go through and endure the proper process for what you want, you will come out all the better for taking the chance, the risk, the time, and having the patience to grow through the process. Everybody wants success, glory, fame, etc. But it all comes with a cost. Earn and learn the right way. Work comes when you work it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Nothing worth having comes easy, but it is possible. It is up to you to make it happen. The life you want is the life that you must create. I encourage you to get out of your own way, dream, write goals, develop plans. But there is nothing but opportunity available to each and every one. And it's about how determined you are about changing your life. And I leave you with these final words stated by George Bernard Shaw. People are always going to blame their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe circumstances. The people who get on this world are the people who get up and work for circumstances they want. And if you can't find them, make them. I am DeZonie. Thank you. It has been a privilege.
Hey, Judge. are you?
How are you? Good job.